Battlefield 6's hype was really built up over the last several months since the release of the original trailer, and so far so good. I can say that it really does stand up to all the hype. I'm playing this on the PS5 Pro. It does look absolutely amazing on the Pro. I'm playing mainly in performance mode to get those higher FPS numbers, and I've had a consistent 120 FPS the entire time. It's dropped off a little bit here or there, but nothing too crazy. In fidelity mode, some of the color-rich style maps look a lot better, but of course in fidelity mode you're going to play with less frames, so that's why I prefer personally to play in performance. But overall the game has been an absolute blast no matter how you choose to play it. Of course Battlefield has had some missteps in the past with bad launches, and I will say there have been bugs. I know there were issues yesterday on launch day where players could not get in, mainly on the PC side. I know EA has corrected that and has given them some rewards for their time of having to wait for like 5 to 7 hours, somewhere around there, that they did not get to play on release day. So at least they've got that fixed, and I'm glad that they are looking out for the community and also giving the community rewards, of course, for their patience. When it comes to the initial kind of feel of the game, it is definitely a boots on the ground style game for infantry. If you're a fan of that, the gunplay is phenomenal. This is one of the better gunplay style battlefields I have played in a long time. Probably compared to like Bad Company, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. That's what the gunplay feels like to me. Now when it comes to the weapons in general, the time to unlock everything is pretty long. I'm sure most of you have realized that you have to unlock a certain level before you can get to a certain attachment. So you have to have the mastery level of the weapon built up, and it does take a good long while. I used all of my pre-order XP for my weapons, and I have still not got everything unlocked for the one weapon that I have been using, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, it does give you that idea of a good long kind of game to grind out, if that makes sense. So it's going to be something you can grind out, something that you will have to spend a lot of time with to unlock each attachment for each weapon, if that's something you want to do, and master each weapon. But so far, I know there have been a few complaints from the community about the time to rank up the weapons is a bit too long. People feel like that it should be a little bit quicker. But overall, the gunplay, besides that, the gunplay is absolutely phenomenal and very, very enjoyable. The one thing that I don't like that they left in from the beta was all of the different settings you have for, of course, how you want to play either on controller or mouse and keyboard. And they're still a bit too chaotic. There's too many sub-menus and things you have to get into, and it's kind of a difficult task to find everything and get to everything that you need. I will have a settings video coming out here in the next week or so. I'm trying to make sure that I kind of fine-tune these settings so I can give you guys the best settings possible for console. When it comes to maps, I think the maps are really good. I don't really have a map yet that stands out as that incredible Battlefield map like we have had in the past. But so far, so good when it comes to the different styles of maps. We have a couple larger ones, a couple medium ones, and a couple smaller ones. And they all play really well. They all look really good. And the game's graphics just in general and the color scheme looks better than it did in the beta. The beta maps we played looked a little bit washed out, kind of that bluish gray tone that they used in Battlefield 3 and 4. It does have a little bit more color to it now, and the game is very bright. That is one thing that I would recommend if you're playing the game. Now, this is going to depend on what you're playing on. I do play on a monitor, an LG 24-inch. It does look really bright. I had to knock down the brightness just a bit because going from a building outside or any kind of darker shaded area and you move kind of into the light, it does get really bright at a distance if you're getting a gunfight, so that can mess you up a bit. So you might want to knock down that brightness in game just a hair. Now when it comes to some other things, I think the way they have laid out everything when it comes to unlocks for gadgets, for weapons, it does feel like you have something to work for. You can work for dog tags, you can work for camos. There's just a lot of stuff here. Also some new player skins that we can unlock as well that look really nice. And everything just in general when it comes to the ability to unlock stuff does feel like you're achieving something while playing. So that's a good thing, I think, for a lot of players. Overall, I feel like everything in Battlefield 6, multiplayer-wise, has been definitely very enjoyable. It does live up to all of that hype. Now, this, of course, is just the opening weekend of the game being released. So my opinions may change between now and a couple weeks down the road, but so far I'm having an absolute blast playing Battlefield 6. Leave me a comment, let me know what platform you're playing on, let me know how you have been enjoying the game, what weapons you have been using, what classes you have been running, and of course if you liked it, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.